our Wall Street journalist who is a former forensic accountant and investment banker, who is now the founder of a really dope organization, Kids Who Bank, that teaches financial literacy to young people all over the nation. Kids Who Bank's financial literacy curriculum is in more than 137 schools nationwide. Please give your attention to the amazing Jatali B. What's going on, lady?
Oh, having an amazing week. We started
Good.
our Empowerment Day tour, basically focusing on anti-bullying and financial literacy combinations. So, empowering our youth one school at a time.
Good. So it's end of the year, Jatali. We're thinking about 2019. The day after the elections, the stock market seemed to drop. Who knows where things will go? There's a lot of change happening in politics right now. What should we be doing financially to prepare for 2019?
The first thing I would suggest is looking at your assets, looking how many liquid assets you have, reevaluating what properties or whatever assets you want to keep and what you're going to release. Because honestly, if we do hit a bear market run where the stock market starts to crash or this bubble that we've been in bursts, you have to keep in mind that, let's say for instance, if you're holding on to a property that you want to flip, if you don't sell it right now while it's still high, then you might lose money
Mm.
and lose valuations that you have. So if there's something that you don't want to keep long term, this is the time to get rid of it if you're looking to do that. And you should start really reevaluating all of your assets. What do you want to keep? What are you going to hold on to even if the market crashes? Will you be able to maintain this if the market crashes? Just start thinking preventative measures.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't have something that you do have as an asset, try to find something that is an asset to you that you would like to retain and hold, that even if the market crashes, you can do. And as well as stocks, with Apple and certain companies lowering their stock prices right now,
Mm-hmm.
this might be the perfect time to get your money right so that and get the amount that you want to invest in the market, so that if we do have a burst or a bubble, the bubble burst, that you can go and purchase finally whatever it is that you wanted to keep your eyes on that you think is going to go back up when it rises again.
So you suggest that while the stock market is low, this is a great opportunity for people to buy.
Yes, but if you think it's going to drop even further, wait till it drops further before
Mm.
you fully buy. But while it's low, that's a great time, in my opinion, to make an investment. You don't drop $1 million in it necessarily. You give what you can give and understanding, knowing the risk of possibly not making that money back. So I always say you basically make it a donation. Money that you're going to put, you don't care if you never get it back, and it's something that might possibly get back. So you have to do your research. And once again, really start evaluating your assets. I really tell people, you can't stress it enough. I'm telling people who own houses, like, hey, if you know that your property right now is the highest you've ever seen it, and you think that the market's going to pop, guess what? This is the time to sell it if you know that you don't love the property and you don't want to keep it. Unless you live in a neighborhood that you know is going to retain its value,
Mm.
no matter what happens in the market. And, we saw this in 2007. The last time we had a bubble was 2007, ironically, so that we had this 10-year bull run since the last crash in 2007 when the markets were hit. And when that happened, real estate and a lot of things took a very hard hit. A lot of people were foreclosing their homes.
Mm-hmm.
We're still dealing with the effects of that. The banking system is still dealing with issues from that.
Yeah.
And, people who took advantage like Wells Fargo are still dealing with the repercussions of their actions on that
Right.
situation. So
Mm.
don't be that person where all your chips are on one deck.
Mm. Very interesting.
Yeah. And once again, I reference 2007 because we saw this happen before. So 2007 wasn't a Great Depression. It wasn't that hard of a hit, but a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people had to look into other fields. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
one man that I know, I met recently, he went into the 5G network after being at the top of his game in the stock markets, thinking he was untouchable. And then 2007 happened, and he basically was left with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know what to do himself. And he was one of the lucky few who found the next wave of what he could do. And he went into the 5G world, and now he owns 5G towers. But not a
Nice.
lot of people get that lucky. That is
Nice.
like one of those once in a blue moon stories.
Nice. 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 This is great advice. That's Jatali B, the Black Wall Street journalist. just dropping knowledge and the color green knowledge. Jatali, where can people check you out and find you online?
You can find me on www.kidswhobank.com or social media, Kids Who Bank, everything, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything is Kids Who Bank.
Thanks, Jatali.
You're welcome, lady.